Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem HaKadosh. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, who the true leaders of Israel today, and salutations to all the Akim who do this work in truth and sincerity, who are risking their lives and their freedoms to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen but are not, by way of their forefathers' seeds who are Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushua, and the Lord's solely chosen people, other so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as were the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. My name is Akali, and I'm from the GMS Jamaica Kingston Camp, and this video is about current events. Okay, so 4 hours ago from NBC News, full special report, Israel declares war after surprise Hamas attack. So let's take a listen to see what Esau Edom is cooking up. And Esau Edom is the so-called white man, and they're the current rulers of this kingdom. This is their kingdom, the kingdom of the Edomites, all right? And they're the wicked, and they're going to be put out of power. Okay, so let's see what they're cooking, because they've been cooking up a lot of things in regards to biblical prophecy. You know, you can see how so many of the prophecies are building up to hit their climax. Okay, so let's see what he's cooking. Let's see.
This is an NBC News special report.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Laura Jarrett alongside Joe Fryer here in New York. We have breaking news out of Israel this morning, where Hamas has launched a surprise attack within Israel's borders overnight. First, launching rockets from the Gaza Strip, then sending militants into the streets of the southern part of Israel. Hundreds of people have been injured. Several have been killed, but that number could be much higher. You are looking at live pictures there.
Let's go right to NBC's Raf Sanchez, who is in the south of Israel. Raf, good morning. What is the latest where you are?
Joe, Laura, good morning. Israelis woke up today to find their worst nightmares had come true in the form of a massive surprise attack by Palestinian militants from Gaza. As we speak, Palestinian gunmen are inside Israeli cities and towns, something we have never before seen on this scale, and they are fighting running gun battles against Israeli ground forces. Hamas.
All right, so it's looking a little bit serious, because Esau Edom, they're declaring that these are things that have never happened before. So, you know, you need to take notes of these things, because, you know, I'm watching this, I'm seeing this, and, you know, what's in the back of my head and what should be in the back of your head as well is that, yes, in Revelation chapter 11 and verse 14, is it 11 and verse 14? Let me get it. Or is it 14 and 11? (11 and 14), the second one was passed, talking about World War II, and behold, the third will cometh quickly, which is World War III. So we know the prophecy of World War III is to come to pass. And we know that Israel, the Israelis, the state of Israel, they are going to be a part of that as well. All right. And they'll be making moves that will force America and will force America's allies to go to war. All right, everything is building up over time. We see what must really be at the back of your head is that you must know that before World War III, the war of Armageddon that's spoken about in Revelation chapter 16, verse 16 happens. The mark of the beast prophecy, which is the America chip, has to be made mandatory worldwide. That hour of temptation spoken about in Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Okay, so don't get too hype, is what I'm saying. Keep it cool and observe this devil and what he's doing. Okay?
The major Palestinian militant group that controls Gaza says they have taken Israelis hostage and they have taken them back inside of Gaza. Now, the Israeli military says this infiltration came by land, by sea, and by air in the form of Hamas gunmen on paragliders infiltrating into Israeli territory. And this was done under the cover of a barrage of more than 2,000 rockets fired in the early hours of this Shabbat morning. Guys, I wanted just to explain to you what the scene is where we are right.
They said in the Shabbat morning, because I'm gonna guess that they follow a Friday to Saturday Sabbath, which that's not it. The Sabbath is the new moon, and the Sabbath was on Thursday to Friday. And the next one that's coming up is going to be Saturday to Sunday. Okay? It follows the new moon, not Friday to Saturday. That's a heathen custom. Okay?
Now, we are on one of the major highways in southern Israel. You would expect this road to be full on a holiday weekend, and instead you can see behind me, this is an Israeli military checkpoint. Israeli forces here are searching all cars that are going past because they do not know at this point where these Palestinian gunmen are, and they are afraid these gunmen may try to be getting north towards Tel Aviv, towards Jerusalem. As we've been here, we have seen just a stream of Israeli special forces driving south towards the Gaza border, and they are heading to confront those gunmen in the towns and cities in the south. Guys,
you know, Esau be killing me. Esau really be killing me because, like, every single time there's some kind of major crisis going on anywhere in the world, they're always ready. They're always on the spot. And they never... The reporters that are reporting, they're never afraid. They're never afraid of what's going on. If I was in that kind of situation and I know that's really going on and that's really popping off, I'm fleeing. I'm leaving. I'm going as far away as possible from it. I'm not trying to get up close. You know what I'm saying? So these people don't have real fear struck in them. Right? That's how you know that Esau Edom is just, it's a circus. You know? But the scriptures say that we're not ignorant to Satan's devices. But you see, despite Satan's devices and what Esau Edom does, every single play that he makes, it's falling into the hands of Yahweh Shemishai because Yahweh Shemishai is in full control. So no matter what it is that they're doing, it always is going to lead towards a biblical prophecy fulfilling. You see?
Incredible scene playing out there. The idea of armed gunmen going in. Can you tell us more about the power gliders?
We have never seen anything like this before, Laura.
Wow,
when
unprecedented.
Hamas has tried to get into southern Israel previously, they have done it sometimes through underground tunnels under the border. They have done it sometimes in small boats going out into the Mediterranean and then back onto the Israeli shoreline. This morning, for the first time, they crossed by air in paragliders. It is not clear how many of them, but these are armed, highly trained Hamas militants landing by air, catching the Israeli state completely by surprise. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu addressed his people earlier today, and he said Israel is at war. This is above and beyond those rounds of fighting that the world has got used to over the last decade, where we see Israel and Hamas fighting for 72 hours a week. This is on a much, much bigger scale. There is at this point no official word on death tolls, but the videos we are seeing are absolutely harrowing, showing bodies, what appear to be bodies of both Israeli soldiers and civilians. And this is a country right now that is bracing for the absolute worst.
Sure. Okay, cool.
You can
so,
see
they got the images,
that the Israeli
Esau be doing his
going
thing.
on in
He's in the gear.
How is
Okay, cool. Yeah, everything is building up to lead to biblical prophecy. Everything's going to lead to build to World War III, but you have to keep your feet on the ground. Okay? You need to keep your feet on the ground and you need to observe this devil with every single move that he's making. But the state of Israel, these Israelis, they are important to biblical prophecy. They are important to the World War III prophecy. Right? And it says this in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49 and verse 20. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh that he hath taken against Edom, okay, these so-called white people, and his purposes that he hath purpose, against the inhabitants of Teman, okay. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. So Teman's a tribe of Esau. And it says, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. Which is talking about the Israelis. They are the least of the flock. So they're going to draw out the rest of the Edomites, starting with America, to World War III. and they're going to lose. We know that they're going to lose, right? And then eventually, the missiles are going to be shot, and America is going to be destroyed at the ending of World War III. Okay, and it says it in the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 20. But I will remove far off from you the northern army, which is talking about the US and NATO, and will drive him into a land barren and desolate, which is talking about Saudi Arabia, with his face toward the East Sea, which is talking about the Euphrates River, and his hinder part toward the utmost sea, which is talking about the Red Sea. So when you look at the Euphrates River and the Red Sea, you can see it's that area over there. That's the main area of contention of World War III. Okay. And his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he hath done great things. So they're going to lose over there in America. I mean, Salakia. They're going to lose over there in the so-called Middle East. America's going to lose. Okay, and things are just going to transpire that America's own allies are going to turn against her and destroy her. But before the destruction comes, the mark of the beast prophecy has to be fulfilled. Why? Let's even use logics to it. Well, a part of the judgment of America is that 2/3 of our people are going to be destroyed and 1/3 will be saved. And in Revelation chapter 14 and verse 9 and 10, it says that you will be destroyed if you take the microchip. So the microchip has to be made, has to be mass implemented all around the world first before the destruction can occur. So keep your feet on the ground, but keep watching and observing the times. At the end of the day, we are in fact at the end of days. So we are going to see things that are unprecedented, that has never happened before. Okay? So that, all praises to Yahweh, Shem Shabbat, Shukal Kodesh, Wa Abad Babal, Shalom.